It's time for our second question, and we're looking at our classroom, and we're going to go to classwork. And underneath classwork, we're going to see an assignment for research log. Down here at the bottom, it says view assignment, so we're going to view that assignment. Today's question is, what was the name of the first bank? Then it says, listen to the video, find your research log, make sure to turn in your assignment, and then you can do the activities that are below when you're finished. So I'm going to start actually by finding my document because I am making the video. You'll listen to the video and then you can find your document. So you're going to look over here where it says add or create, because if you remember last week we started our research log. So we're going to click where it says add or create, and we're going to go to our Google Drive because we started our research log as a Google document. So under Google Drive, we're going to select that. And then you should see some of your last documents. Your research log may be right up here, the first one or two things. And when I look here, my research log is down here, and when I hover over where my name is, I can see that it says my name and then research log, so I know that for sure. If you can't find yours in the search bar, you can type research and then press return, and it will start showing you your things that have research in them. Right there is mine. I'm going to click on it. It opens it up right over here, and now all I have to do is click there to get my research log up and running. Now remember, we have to put the date on our paper, so you're going to put the date that you are doing your second question. And you're going to come down and you're going to write the question. And I see that red line there. I am not going to worry about that. I forget what the question is. Over here, what was the name of the first bank? So now I'm going to go here. What was the name of the first bank? Question mark. I made another error right there. Right now, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and just find the answer. And I'm going to come up to the top and I'm going to click for a new tab, and I'm going to decide what are my keywords to find the answer. And I wonder if I just put first bank in here, if that will help me. So I'm going to try that, first bank. Oh, there's a bank named First Bank, so maybe I need to go back and add some information to that. See how there's First Bank, but that's the name of a company, and that seems to be what all of these are, First Bank. So what can I add to First Bank to get a better response? What if I added name, First Bank name? First Bank Holding Company, that sounds still like a financial institution. So I'm still getting the actual bank called First Name. Let's change that. What if I take and I put name of first bank in the world? What do you think about that? And I see I have here this bank, Banco Monte de Paschi di Siena, the oldest bank still in existence. Are we looking for the oldest bank in existence or just the oldest bank? And that one's still talking about the oldest bank in existence. Here's talking about two banks. Depending on the definition, let's go into that one and look at that. It says it's a list of the oldest banks. Okay, depending on the definition, I wonder what they mean by that. I'm going to come back here. The list of the oldest banks includes in continuous operation, operating with the same identity. Okay. The world's oldest bank is either Banca Monte de Paschi or Berenberg Bank. bank. This bank was founded in 1624, but goes all the way back to 1472. That's pretty cool. The Berenberg Company was founded in 1590. That's older than that, and has operated continuously ever since with this family of owners or major owners. I'm still not sure we found our answer. And remember how I talked about Wikipedia, being careful with Wikipedia articles the last time. This says this article does not cite any sources, which is one of the reasons why we want to really be careful about using Wikipedia. If it doesn't cite any sources, that means we have no idea where this information came from. And if we don't know where it came from, anybody can go in. If you go into edit in Wikipedia, you have to register, but any person could go in and add or change information in Wikipedia. Does any person mean that they're a good resource on that? So it kind of depends on the person who has added information, and on this one, we don't know where this information came from. So in this case, I don't think Wikipedia is a good place for us to go. Let's go see if there's anything else on there. We have the history of banking, and that's another Wikipedia article, which could be where we end up going, but we'll see. 7 banks in the world. What was the first bank in history? The oldest bank in the world. This is a site where people just ask questions, and once again, anybody can answer them, so that's not necessarily something we want to use for references for research. Now let's look here. What was the first bank in the world? I see that it's from a site called reference.com, which is actually, let's go ahead and look in it, is a like an encyclopedia on the internet. And the article says here, the world's first bank on record was the Tolla de la Ciutat, and I have no idea if that is correct or not. That's an Italian name, Barcelona. So I'm going to Command C, cut that, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to remember how to spell that. I'm going to go back up here to my research log, and I'm going to add it to my research log. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to put my cursor beside answer. I have to wait for my log to open up because for some reason it was closed. And when I get that there, I'm going to push Command and hold it and press V. And if you forget that, you can always go up to Edit, Paste, and that would do the same thing right there. And then I need to go back and I need to add the resource, right? So I'm going to write source in here, and I'm going to come back to my tab where that source is, and I'm going to click in the address bar, and once again I'm going to Command C to copy it. Up here on your menu for Chrome, you could do Edit Copy. It's just as easy for me with Command C. Go back to my tab, and I'm going to Command V and put that resource in there. Now, remember earlier I said I was not going to worry about this. Well, I don't like the fact that my document has all these different fonts in it and my spelling is not right. So I'm going to put my cursor up to the top. I'm going to come up here to Tools, and underneath Tools I have Spelling and Grammar. So I'm going to go over here. It says Spelling and Grammar check. I have checked Show Spelling Suggestions because I want it to tell me how to spell the words, and Show Grammar Suggestions. On this one, I don't think grammar is going to help us. I'm going to unclick that. But if you're writing a paper, that grammar suggestions would really help you. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the Spelling and Grammar check. It came down and it found that word question, and it says change question to question. And I clicked on it. Do you see that? And it changed it. I can also just click here where it says accept. And then did you see what? Now I have a lowercase letter there. that says my document's done with the spelling and grammar, but I want to fix that what to a capital letter so I can be correct. I have that capital N. I tend to do that. Now I have these different fonts. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to select everything in my document by clicking before the first letter and dragging my mouse down to the end. And I'm going to say here normal text. I'm going to check the font, and we want it to be in a font that's readable. So Arial would be okay. You could use something like Times New Roman, but fancy text for things like this really aren't appropriate, right? I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my text is all the same and I chose 12 just so that could be 12. Notice that I have something there that's in a different color from when I cut and paste, and then I still have this funny font, huh? Wonder why that is. I'm going to do bold and unbold, and I think I see my font text color is a different color. So under my text color I chose black, and now it looks to be all the same, right? Just quickly what I did there, I chose bold and unbolded it because I thought that was what was happening here on these letters. And then I realized that the text color was a different color, so I'm just going to make sure it's all black. And now my stuff all looks the same. My links are still there. The links would be okay if they were blue, huh? They looked prettier that way. I'm going to take those and make them blue again. Highlight them, change the text color to blue, and they still work as text. Okay, so there is my research log for today. You guys can go ahead and do yours today. Next week, you're going to try the question by yourself. You'll find your document yourself. You can always, if you forget, come back to this document to listen to how to find your document. But I know that you can do it. Don't forget to add to your research log. See if you can find a different resource than the one that I used. Thank you.